We all go through milestones in our lives. We graduate high school, then college, fall in love, and get married. Soon children are born. These are joyful times. We also go through times in our lives that are unexpected. January 4th, 2008 is the day that changed everything. It was the day my 9-year-old son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I entered into a whole new world, a mom of a child with juvenile diabetes. As his pancreas was shutting down, I learned how to keep him alive. I read a quote from Kevin Klein recently, who has a son with type 1. Once you have a child with diabetes, you immediately stop becoming merely a parent. You become a doctor, nurse, and nutritionist. Type 1 doesn't sleep, and neither do the parents. To look at my son, you would never know he has an autoimmune disease. We do our best to keep his life as normal as possible. My son can eat anything. The trick is to match the carbs with insulin. Type 1 kids can eat candy, chocolate, whatever, as long as it is covered. The problems are the highs and lows of his blood sugar that can happen at any time and sometimes for no apparent reason. That is the stressful part of being a parent of a type 1. I've learned how to manage his diabetes. There is no cure, but we are working on it. Diet and exercise are good to help him stay fit, as with everyone, but it doesn't fix a type 1 diabetic. Only insulin does. Checking his blood sugar for every meal or snack, the midnight and 3 a.m. checks, counting every carb that goes into his mouth. Working with his teachers and coaches to look for signs of highs or lows. It's a 24/7 job. Type 1 does not allow for any breaks, except for me when my son goes to diabetic camp. I did not ask to join into this new culture of being a mom of a type 1 diabetic. I would trade places with my son if I could, so he wouldn't have to go through what he has to every day. But it is what it is, and my son knows that Dee will not stop him from doing or becoming anything he wants to. He just may have to go about doing it a little differently.